And I have the event just for you. It's the Spring Wine Pairing Dinner that's coming up on May 17th at the Walrus. Here to tell me all about it is the executive chef for the Walrus, Jacob Beatty. Good morning to you, Jacob.
Good morning. How are you today?
Thank you for coming on here. It's been a while since we visited with the Walrus, but it's always a pleasure to have you on here. And the Wine Pairing Dinner, a good event?
Oh, it should be fantastic.
I think so too. And so it is coming up May 17th, and right now you're just going to demo course one for us.
That's it, yep.
Okay.
It's going to be a shaved fennel salad with green apple and a caramelized lemon vinaigrette with it.
That sounds phenomenal. And so that's going to pair nicely with a wine at the dinner.
Yes, it is.
Okay, and so you can go ahead, get started. Tell us what we're going to do.
Sounds good. Earlier I shaved up some fennel nice and thin, give it a quick rinse, and then I also cut up a few leeks in there to kind of give it a little onion taste to it.
Mm-hmm. So there's no true lettuce in this from what I'm seeing?
None at all.
Okay.
This is just a fantastic fennel which tastes exactly a little bit like black licorice.
Oh, interesting. So that's a unique flavor, and that's where I could see the wine pairing coming with that, especially maybe it's a red wine paired with, and that's what you're going to figure out at the wine tasting.
Well, yes, this one here will be a white wine to go with that.
Okay.
It'll be Riesling. Earlier I took some lemons and I caramelized them on the grill. Mm-hmm. Just squeeze them in there.
How do you pair a dish? Like, because I'm assuming, got to taste the wine ahead of time
Yes.
to carefully, figure out the salad that you want. So how do you where does the idea come from, or how do you know?
Well, as you taste it, you kind of see what kind of hints that are available in the wine. What were they made with? Were they apricot? Was it a oak wine? All those kind of similar things.
Okay.
Kind of go around. Like a fennel salad just kind of pairs nicely with a white wine.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
the fresh lemon.
Nice and refreshing. I
Exactly.
take it.
More of a
Okay.
spring, summer. It's getting nice and warm outside, so.
So again, this is the first course here out of 4. So what's part of the 4-course here? What else is there that you're
Well,
offering
we're
with
going
this?
to, after this, with the first course, we're going to go with a roasted leek cream sauce with gamilli pasta, and that is going to have an Asiago crusted chicken with it.
Oh,
And then
delicious.
after that, we will have a stuffed tenderloin with herb potatoes. I'm just going to have a marsala mushroom sauce to go with
Yeah,
it.
sounds delicious.
And then to finish it all off, we're going to have a peach apricot cobbler
For dessert.
for dessert, correct.
I love that. So perfect. 4 different wines, 4 different dishes, and they're all going to work together and kind of figure out your whole palate in your mouth. I think it's going to be a good time. So I do have to say, though, that this is a sold-out event right now, but you are planning a couple more down the road.
Yes, about
So-
at least once a season, so maybe 4 to 5 within the year. And we're kind of hoping that people enjoy it and just kind of keep going with that.
I love that. I think it's going to be a great idea, especially because it is pretty hard to come by for wine pairings. So.
Right, exactly. It gives someone a little chance to get out, hang out with some friends, taste some new items.
I think that's
Drink
gonna
some
be
wine.
phenomenal. Absolutely. And real quickly, what is your background?
Well, I'm from Bismarck.
Yeah.
I moved down to Myrtle Beach, South Carolina about 12 years ago.
Okay.
Just had to get away from the snow for a little bit.
Don't blame you.
I came back, family's a little bit more important. Wanted to hang out with my parents and brother and his kids and all that, and give my kids a chance to see what North Dakota's all about.
Absolutely. It's beautiful here. And so you were floating around South Carolina or Myrtle Beach for a couple of years, and you've been at the Walrus, you said, for 4 years.
Yep, I think I'm working on year 4 now.
That's incredible here. So lots to offer. How's the salad coming along?
So far, so good.
We do have
Just
2
gonna
minutes left, Chef.
Gotcha. We're gonna cut up some green apples to give it a little tartness. Nice and thin.
And while you're doing that, I do want to take note that the Walrus is currently under renovation right now.
That is correct.
And I think it's much anticipated to see what the whole revealing is. So when is it going to open? It's been closed for a few days.
We are looking at May 8th, which is this Monday, and we will be ready to rock and roll.
Just in time for Mother's Day, it
That's
looks like.
right.
So, okay.
So kind of a busy
Yeah.
month for us. Should be a remodel from top to bottom. Okay, so we're just going to toss our fennel and green apples over there.
Yeah. It looks so pretty, too.
Then we're just going to shave some Parmesan cheese on top of it to kind of give it that salty. And
Right
that's
on the top there. That's a pretty good dish. I'm going to be tasting this because there's no fork after. Right here that I'm seeing. But you bet I will be eating this, Chef, and you know it's much appreciated. So again, this one's sold out, this wine pairing, but we're putting some information up on the screen of where maybe you could still check it out if you're interested. You can always email SanfordJill gmail.com for all of that information, maybe down the road for other wine pairings, and no set dates yet on other ones. Do you?
Not yet, but
Okay.
we are working on that.
So keep tabs on social media and everything there at the Walrus Restaurant. And Chef, we want to thank you for coming on here.
Thank you for having me.
It smells good, and I wish I had a glass of wine with it. So check it out. All right, Chef, thank you.
Thank you. You have a good one.
You too. Keep it here. More to come on North Dakota Today.